earn by traveling the world.
Ooh, I had to turn that down. Hey everybody, give me a second. I'm setting up here and waiting on Linda. Give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. So I'm sharing this in the discussions group and the support group, but we are on our main page, which is the public page. So please feel free to share this live. Sunday live, let's talk autism. I'm waiting on Linda, and then we can get started. Have a couple of announcements to make, which is a good thing. A good thing. Let's see. There we go. So it won't get shut off. Hey, Linda.
Hey, hey.
Let's see, let me open this up. All right. So, everybody, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nita. I'm one of the admins of this wonderful establishment that we call Autism and Us.
And I'm Linda. I'm the other admin.
What we are doing tonight is what we do every Sunday at this same time. It's our Sunday Live Let's Talk Autism session. So if this is your first time in one of these sessions, it's open discussion. It's all about parents helping parents. You have a question, you have a good suggestion, throw it out there. And if you're in the chat and you see a question that you can answer, go right ahead. That's what it's all about. Linda and I are parents just like you, so we'll give our best answers and you can give your best answers or suggestions. Let me see. I also, before I get started, I have a couple announcements, trying to see if we can get a couple more people in here. But if you are tuning in, if you are on the main page, if you're watching directly from the main page, you can share this. So share, share, share. Um, but I do have a couple of announcements to make before we get deep into it, and then we're going to say hello to a few people, and then we are going to get started. Okay. First thing, we were talking about the calendar, what was it, a week ago? We're putting together the Autism and Us 2020 calendar, the logo, but we can add pictures for each month. Now, the original thing is we wanted 10 and have one picture per month, but depending on how many of you want to be a part of the calendar, then we may do like either 2 slots per month or 3, however, but we'll work it out. So here's the thing. I'm going to put up the posts in the group, and it will list sort of like what we did if you were here last April for Awareness Month, and I did the pictures. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to put up a post under the announcement section. It will detail what we need and what we need from you, because you will have to give us your permission. And I do need everyone to understand that you will not be compensated for your picture. This is to support our community with the calendar. It will be in our store, and all proceeds from that calendar will go to support what we are trying to do. So I'll put up a post. It'll detail everything. If you want to be a part of that calendar, or your loved one who's on the spectrum, if you're on the spectrum, you're welcome. If your loved one is on the spectrum, that's what we'll need. Now, last time I accepted pictures that had both the parent and the child, but this time it will have to be just the child that is on the spectrum that we are going to accept. So just like we did last April, but this is for the calendar. So we did this last April, and we'll do it again for the main page, but we're doing it this time for the calendar, for the Autism and Us logo calendar. Now, announcement number 2, good news. We are working on our very first event. Now, this is going to be a small event here in the Detroit metro area. I am working in conjunction or with Phi Beta Sigma, which is a fraternity. So they're going to be working with us for Autism Awareness Month. So they're going to be working so we can put this event together. It's going to be our first event. It's going to be small. It's going to be local here. And once we do this one, we're going to work on a big conference for everybody. But anybody is more than welcome to come to this event. What I need right now, or if anybody is here in the Metro Detroit area, if you are a parent with a child on the spectrum, because again, this is to start spreading awareness in the community. If you have a child on the spectrum and you are in the Detroit area, or anywhere actually, but you would have to get here. Don't mind sharing your story with an audience. Contact me and let me know. I'm looking for 4 people who want to be a part of this event. This is volunteer. So I'm looking for 4 people who'd like to be part of this event. And if you know anyone who would like to donate towards this event, let me know. We're taking all types of donations, setups. If they can do anything towards food, if you know caterers in the area that would like to cater voluntarily, we are going to put together some bags. Linda's going to be here too. So we're going to put together some bags, give away with a little booklet about autism. And this will be for the community and share awareness. I'm getting ready to reach out since we got until April. I'm going to reach out to a couple of professionals to talk in general about autism, and then we're going to have to speak, and then we'll have a keynote speaker. But yeah, so it'll be like a 2 to 3 hour event just to get our feet wet, our very first event in the metro area. And we figure I'm going to try a little small venue unless, again, someone knows of a bigger venue and we can invite more people. But we're looking no more than about 200 people from, the community. So if anybody's interested, I need 4 with children on the spectrum who don't mind sharing 5 10 minutes speaking about their story at this event next April. So you have a few months, but we need to get these things in place right now. Contact me and let me know. Say, hey, I want to be a part of this. I don't mind. If you want to help, we need people to set up the and decorate for the event, put together bags. Contact me and let me know. First, I'm reaching out to those in the metropolitan Detroit area, the Tri-County area. But everyone is welcome. If you stay further and you can get here and help out, then contact me and let me know. So that's the 2 announcements. Calendar, I'll have that information posted after this live sometime tonight, so look for that. The other thing is the event for April for autism awareness is a community awareness get together, small conference event. But I'm looking for 4 or 5 parents who don't mind getting up and sharing their story for about 5. You don't have to speak no longer than 5 or 10 minutes. So let me know. Now, let's say hello to everybody. Hey, Denise and Alex. RS. Hey. Hey, Charles. We'll be contacting you, Charles, for that focus live. Hey, Monique, Leslie, Victoria, Sasha. Hello. Denise. Hello. Let's see. Sonia. Hey, Mark, and I'm going to be contacting you also about that focus live. Hello, Roger. So, okay. So are you going to go up or start from below? Okay.
I'll start from up.
Post in the group and for that information. And we also, I did the announcement for the small event that we're trying to put together for the Detroit metropolitan area, very small event for community autism awareness. We're going to do this awareness month, but I'm looking for 4 or 5 parents who want to be a part of this event and share their stories for 5 or 10 minutes. I also need volunteers to help with the setup and make this happen. This will be our first one. Okay. I'm excited. Okay, Roger said.
Hey, Denise.
Roger
hey,
said,
Charles.
how do you get your child on the spectrum? Mine has Chi waiver and gets wait a minute, now I'm losing it. SSI for autism ADHD. Does that make her on it? What is I'm not familiar with that. You know about the Chi waiver or CHI? Okay.
No, I can look it up.
Just a second, Roger. Oh, let me share this. on my I forgot. I want to share this. And also, if you're coming in, feel free to share this. If you're on the main page, you're absolutely free to share this live because we are on the public page. I'm going to share it on my personal page.
How did they spell it? CHI or CIH?
CHI. So I'm assuming that's the abbreviation for something.
What state are you in?
Okay, let me get back here. What state are you in, Roger? Let me get back to the page. Okay.
I'm thinking it's called a CIH waiver, which is a community integration habilitation waiver, which is kind of like IHSS. It's to keep them in their home and out and about in the community
Okay,
instead of
he's
in a
in Indiana.
facility. And it's a waiver. Okay, and this says, yeah, it's under the Indiana Medicaid program. So this it goes right along with Indiana too, but it's the CIH Community Integration Habilitation Services. Well, it's the waiver for the CIH. It comes with Medicaid. I don't know if you have to apply for that separately. But if they have SSI, you have Medicaid, because Medicaid is the medical that SSI gives you. Now, if you're under the waiver or not is a question you'd have to ask your Medicaid worker or your SSI worker. But it looks like it's CIH waiver, okay. I'm pretty sure.
Got one before I go to the next
one? No,
okay.
I didn't have one.
Sasha.
Just Denise wanted to say, she said, I want to thank you ladies for helping me talking me through things with my son.
Hey, Denise.
You're welcome, Denise.
Okay, Sasha says, good, I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and I'm emotional when other parents are struggling with their own. Okay. Glad you're here tonight. You can share and listen to us, because a lot of us struggle. A lot of us. Kathy wants to know some thoughts on probiotics. Can you hear me, Linda, real good?
Yeah. I was going to ask if anybody here is familiar with probiotics. I believe Angela is really knowledgeable. Angela Quinn is really knowledgeable with the probiotics. She even had a really good name brand that she recommended.
Okay. Is she on here tonight?
I don't see her.
She may pop on, Kathy. Can you hear me now, Leslie? Let me know. Anybody else? Well, if they can't hear me, how can they answer, huh?
I know. Hey, Mark.
Oh, I see what Sasha was asking. She said, is it safe to think that not all children in the spectrum go through the same anger stages or uses physical display to communicate? Yeah, I agree with everybody else. They're all different. Some go through the same things and some don't. Yeah, Kathy, yeah, she may pop on. Angela Quinn. She'll probably pop on, maybe in a little bit. In a little bit.
If not, you can inbox me and I'll get the information from her. She it might actually be, actually let me check. It actually might be in my inbox from her before. Let me check.
Okay, I'm going up. Denise says DJ is in a new medication and he's doing so much better with his anger. Let's hope things get better for him. Yep, let's hope. Let's hope it gets better. Praying for you guys. Yeah.
Is that DeAndre?
Yeah, he came in from grandma's on a mission. I said, what did you do to that child?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to give him a shower and it's bedtime. Medication, then bed. He got school tomorrow. School. I asked him, do they want to go to school? No. You are going.
Oh. Okay, the probiotic,
Yeah,
was it Kathy? Yeah, it was Kathy. The probiotic that Angela recommended is, I'm gonna say acidophilus / pectin caps.
Ooh.
I'll type that in here. I'll type it in here.
Leslie says Grace takes probiotics and it made her sick, made her sick a lot. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, did it? Yeah, I know it's supposed to yeah, it's supposed to do something with the digestive tract. I guess it depends on the health of the, I guess it would depend on the child or on anybody, the effect that it would have. It could be different.
Oh no, she meant less sick.
I guess
She
the
meant
starting
less sick.
point. Oh, less sick. Oh, okay, got it. Because it's supposed to work with the bacterias in your gut or in your intestinal tract.
Hey.
There it is right there. Acidophilus pectin caps.
Hey, Sonia. Sonia says my 9-year-old ASD has severe depression. Help. Anyone um, have know anything about ASD and depression and can give her some suggestions?
Are you looking for holistic treatments or therapeutic treatments or medicinal treatments?
For Sonia?
Yeah, for Sonia.
Yeah.
And if you are, have you taken him to, or actually she didn't say if it was a him or her. Have you seen the pediatrician or I guess starting with the pediatrician to see if they send you out to a psychologist or psychiatrist? So, is your child verbal? Or is it coming out being displayed like in different behaviors that you could tell?
Hey, Della. You see Mark's
Hey,
question
Della.
about Pablo?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's Emily, and yeah, we really, I liked Pablo. I didn't put it on her phone yet, so she hasn't. Well, she could have even seen it before I seen it. So, as far as I know, she hasn't seen it. But Pablo is really, you guys, Pablo is this little character, and it's from England, and I don't believe so. I don't remember which one is Pablo, but it's about a kid, I guess a kid who has autism, and he's going through different things, learning about different things, and every single little cartoon is like him experiencing things. And it's really, it was on in the discussions group when I asked something, I forgot what it was, but I asked about I can't remember even what the question was, but Pablo was his answer as far as what his child watches. And it was Pablo, and I looked it up, and it was oh, it was characters with autism in television. How do you feel about that? And he was talking about Pablo, and yeah, it was. If you guys look up Pablo autism UK, and it should come up on YouTube, and you should see all these different
Okay.
episodes.
Now, is that a cartoon or characters like puppets?
It's
Oh,
it's animated like
one
cartoon,
month.
like drawings, and but they have English accent too, English
Okay.
British
Oh,
accent.
Sonia says she's on CBD and something else.
Oh, okay. And no change, like no improvement with the
And she
CBD, or
says
is it
she's
too soon to tell?
nonverbal but can talk very well. Says she wants to die. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, please don't ignore that. Our kids, yeah, please don't ignore
yeah.
that. Even if you have to, you don't have anything else, even if you have to get her to seek therapy from the psychologist, but please, she
Hmm.
said stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, poor baby. Have to pray for you guys. The woman. Oh,
Okay. Somebody says my daughter also has depression. She knew she was different and she struggled with it. They put her on antidepressants and it made her worse. We had to include her in activities and her peers, and they that helped a lot. And this is from Kristen in my watch party.
okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that helped, Kristen. And I noticed that too. Well, I mean, with anything, as far as anyone who tries antidepressants, not an antidepressant isn't going to help everybody. It's going to be hit and miss, and you hope that it works. Um, and I recently found out that Emily was on is on an antidepressant, and I didn't know it was an antidepressant. But I can't tell if she would be better or worse right now. You know, the trazodone, Nita, the sleep medication is a SSRI.
Really?
It's an antidepressant. Um, yeah, and I didn't find out until recently, so I'm looking at switching it. Uh, but I don't know if it's affected her positively or negatively. I can't, you would never know, and unless I seen these signs beforehand and then we tried it, but they all started happening, I mean, I can't tell which way it would have went, if it would have got better or worse anyways, because it was already there in the beginning. So, but like I was saying, antidepressants are hit and miss. They can work for some people and not for others. Um, so I guess whereas it didn't work for Kristen's daughter, it might be worth a try for you, Sonia, because I mean, anything that might help is going to be worth a try. Just make sure you really have close monitoring on her with what she's saying.
Yeah, Leslie says she went through therapy and it helped her a lot. I'm trying now that you mentioned that about didn't know. Let me I'm trying to find this first
Mhm.
before I'm
Yeah, I just stumbled upon it by accident. No, it's not habit forming, but it does have to be tapered to stop trazodone, because it messes, or I'm not going to say messes with it, um changes the serotonin levels. And when they gave it to me, they initially said it was a sedative. They didn't talk about it being a side effect of an antidepressant that makes you sleepy. They didn't tell it to me like that, because that would have made me look at it differently. Della says, are there any parents with adult children on the spectrum have issues with finding a dentist that's experienced? And Della, I found something for you. I just wanted to find out, they have an adult dentist and a pediatric dentist, and it's 19 miles outside of St. Louis. But I wanted to see if there was one in St. Louis, and I hope I'm saying this right, but I'm pretty sure it's called Touche, or Touche. I'm pretty sure it's Touche Medical Center, in Granite City. I think it's Granite City. There's 2 dentists that work in the hospital there with Medicaid for dental procedures for special needs patients. I've been meaning to get to you with that. I found it before I spoke to you, but I wanted to try to call them to confirm that they do adult services and children's services. So I can give you the information if you want to call and do that. But then again, I don't know how far it's too far for you. But I was still going to continue looking around in St. Louis.
For anyone who's been on here before, now, Linda, you just mentioned you just found something out. Well, that's good information too, because I'm looking at that. But we recently switched pharmacies, and we talked to the doctor about methylphenidate. Now, you guys recall, and I've said this on live before, that my son struggles with those little boy things, erections. Well, anyway.
That's a side effect. Oh my goodness.
So when we switched pharmacies, we switched from CVS to Walgreens. And Walgreens, I always read, I don't know, the things on here to see if something changed. But usually CVS has the same. They did not include this. And I spoke with his doctor about the medication effects. Could it cause the erections? And I was specifically told, no, he's going through stage 1. It'll pass. So now right here in black and white, now it says other. Now, not the main side effects, but they have a little section that says other. So those of you who have boys, yeah,
like the less common.
Those of you who have boys, one of the other, not the main side effects, but other side effects, I guess it just depends on the child, is erections. So they will get prolonged and sometimes painful erections from this medication. So there's so many different things. I mean, you can't win. So now I'm gonna take this paper to the doctor. This came from Walgreens, the Walgreens pharmacy. I'm gonna take that paper when we go back to his appointment, and I'm gonna say, "You lied to me." All she can say is, "I didn't know. You need to get updated on your medications." Because I with my child, oh my God.
Yeah, all that in trouble he was getting, he was like,
it's
the medicine.
So if any of you are taking methylphenidate, that is one of the other side effects of that medicine for boys. Leslie says trazone is not non-habit forming. Thank you.
She says she was on 300 milligrams over it and didn't work. I could stay up for days on it. Yeah, and I know when I took maybe 50 milligrams, 50 or 25. It was, oh my goodness, it was pretty strong for
DeAndre
me.
is still on 25.
Tawa also said, yeah, and I mean, he's never probably stayed up past it ever, huh? Yeah, because it's
Not
really
too
strong.
long.
It's, yeah. We're talking Tawa. We're talking about trazodone. Oh, Tawa. She wanted you to methylphenidate. What
That's
is
like
that? Is
that's
that
the other version of
um
Ritalin.
like Adderall, right? Oh, Ritalin. Yeah, it's like Kawa. It's or Tawa. It's like Ritalin. Yeah. So it's like Adderall, Ritalin.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
stimulant.
stimulant, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a, yeah,
ADHD, yeah.
for ADHD.
You see what Della said?
And
Oh my
then
Marlo
trazodone.
doesn't need that. No, I don't think you want to give that to Marlo.
No. Granite City is far unless the dentist can do the procedure in St. Louis in a hospital. And that's what I'm looking for, Della. I just came across that one for the St. Louis area when I looked up St. Louis. So, and I forgot what I was doing when I came across that. And then something came up and then I screenshotted that and that's where I stopped. But no, I can still look into more in St. Louis. And he may work in St. Louis. I have no idea. But I do have the information for his contact. Trazodone is an antidepressant medication. It says it affects the chemicals in the brain that may be unbalanced in people with depression. Trazodone is used to treat major depressive disorder. Improve your mood, appetite, energy levels, while it decrease anxiety, insomnia related to depression.
So wait a minute. It
So it's not even
increases
a.
energy,
Mhm.
but insomnia
Oh yeah,
it
there's
helps
another one.
insomnia. Isn't that
It
contradicting?
it decreases insomnia. Well, it decreases insomnia. It decreases because
Yeah.
insomnia is to keep you up. I mean, it keeps you awake. So it decreases the sleeplessness. So it helps you sleep, and it decreases anxiety related to depression. But it does increase the energy level, which you might be concerned about during the day. On the flip side, with DeAndre, yeah, I'm not concerned about that part with Emily, but yeah, that might be another concern. I didn't even think about that. You was like, wait, energy.
We don't need any more of that.
But yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know it was a. They just told me it was a sedative, and I forgot how I stumbled across this a week or two ago. Yeah.
Okay, Jamie said, and hey, Jamie, tomorrow my high functioning 3-year-old starts ABA in my home. We have ABA 3 days in home, 2 days in the center. What should I expect when therapy is in my house? I wonder how it will be having a therapist in my home for 5 hours. I'm there. You have to be open to allowing them to do what they're going to do. They're going to become, that therapist is going to become part of your household, part of your family, so to speak. So if you're one of those people that don't like anyone roaming around your house and your child roams because they have to, be with the child, if you have a space for them to work in, then I would suggest you get that space together. But see, me, I don't mind. We got used to Maya. She comes over and my son absolutely adores her. And they just have the house when they're doing their therapy. They go from his room, the bathroom, to the basement, to the kitchen, the living room. So, you just have to make sure you're open to having a stranger at first in your home. And like I said, if you have a space for them to work at and that's where you want them to be, you let her know. You have to let her know, or him know, as soon as they get there. But if you're one of those people that really don't like people in your house, then you're going to be nitpicking everything they do.
Because it's literally like a shadow, like wherever your kid can go, and it's like a shadow to your
Right,
kid,
exactly.
and that's what it'll be like. But And you also have to be able to be hands off and stay out of the situations
Right.
that your child is going to be
Unless
in.
it's
You have
something
to be able to tune it all out.
like
Unless,
mealtime, because we sit at the table, or in the shower, then
mhm,
I'll go in so he can,
mhm,
you know. But other than that, when they're doing stuff, I
mhm,
kind of stay out the way. They'll go in the basement, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. And sometimes they may call you in to help to ask you to demonstrate what you're going to be doing with them. You know, what's the new like protocol to do to handling something.
They
Um,
are fighting in PA for ABA. They don't have it there. Wow,
yeah, I thought that's what
really?
I heard too.
That's in.
Hmm. I think it was Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think we just heard this like about a month ago. Tawa says they use trazodone for sleep, and what is a good ADHD
Okay.
medication? Oh, she also said, wait, no, not her. Kristen says that she can't remember which meds it was, but some of the other behavior meds also cause the same side effects in boys. So check out the
The
medications before you give
erections.
them to your child.
Okay. And see, the thing is, this is what's so funny.
Yeah.
I went
Yep.
through, and whoever wanted to know about medications, you're going to have to probably work with your child and the doctor. We went through three. And when we got to this one, it was perfect because it doesn't have them spaced out. The Focalin had them just totally spaced out. I did not like it. But this one, he's still, he still moves around and he's still himself, but he's not just sitting there like this, like a zombie, but he's more calmer. But see, now I know, but he gets those erections too. So now it's like, okay. And I don't want to change it right now. When I do take them off of this, I want to take them off completely. But yeah,
Hmm.
that's a shame that all of them cost that. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny because you guys don't know what I've been going through.
I know. And I'm not jealous of it either. I'm sitting here thinking I'd rather deal with the monthly cycles and the birth control pills.
Girl. So Sonia has ABA starting tomorrow. Okay. Oh, you shared a link about what was that, Leslie? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that too. I remember that about the ABA. Wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. That's very interesting. Hey, Kristen, how are you? If you're just popping in, this is open discussion, so throw your questions out there. You can share your good, or should I say, you're great, you're good, you're bad, or you're ugly. If you have questions, throw it out. It's all about parents helping parents. While we're waiting for another question, for those of you who just joined us again, we're doing the 2020 calendar and we're going to be requesting pictures. I'm going to put a post up in the support group of the steps you need to take to get onto that calendar. So that'll be in the support group. It'll be just like we did for Autism Awareness Month this year. but we're going to do that for the calendar, and we need everyone to understand you're not going to be compensated for it, but your beautiful child's face will be on the calendar, and it will go to help the Autism and Us community cause. The second announcement is, if you're just joining us, we're going to have a small event, our very first event. I'm excited. It's a community awareness event for April, for Autism Awareness Month. We're looking like we're gonna shoot for like 100, 200 members. So it's be a small crowd. I'm looking for 4 to 5 parents that are in the Metro Detroit area, or you can be anywhere as long as you can get here. But if you're willing to be a part of this event and don't mind sharing your story with a small audience for 5 or 10 minutes, contact me, let me know. If you're in the Metro Detroit area and you want to help out with this event, it's a few months away, but I am looking for volunteers. We need volunteers to help set up. We need volunteers for the food. We're going to be making giveaway bags with goodies in it for the attendees. So, but especially if you're one of the 5 parents or you don't mind sharing your story, please contact me. This event will be held in the metropolitan Detroit area. We're not 100% on the menu yet. We just have an idea in mind, unless someone else gives us another suggestion. So contact me if you want to be a part of our very first Autism and Us event right here in the Detroit metro area. Linda's going to join us, so it's going to be woohoo. And then after this event, we can work on that big event. So let me know. Pictures in the group, the information for that event coming up. Now, what did I miss? I missed something.
Kristen says, Nita, been there, done that. It's an uncomfortable situation as their parent, but as with everything, we just move on. As with everything, we just get up and move on, I guess. Yeah. And then Monique says something with, I'm having trouble with Jess's and erections. It's driving me and him crazy.
Yeah, see, I get the same thing from the doctor, but see, they don't understand from a mother's point of view. You don't want to see yours, and the doctors say just tell them to go in the room and close the door and let them know this is their private time. But still, it's like I don't want to deal with this. So,
because it's a medical aspect that they're looking at it from. He's trying to look at it from both angles. That's what he's doing. See. That's like probably how Steve feels when Emily's shouting out the bathroom she needs a pad. Yeah. Same thing. My child eats well at home because I help him with his silverware. I'm so worried when he is at the center he won't eat.
For ABA.
So this is Jamie. Or I don't know if it's Jamie, it could be Jaime actually. Because I thought there was a Jamie. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was Jaime. Okay. Anyway, so it says my child eats well at home. Yeah. So does he not eat when he's not eating off of silverware, but he can't eat off of silverware because he's not able to use it? And you're afraid that somebody won't take the time to feed him off of this with the silverware?
I'm in that same situation, Monique.
Neither him or I know.
But like I said, my doctor, both of them actually, the neurologist and his pediatrician, they tell when that happens, and if he's touching himself, direct him to his room and close the door. Every time it happens, I'm supposed to, so he'll know that it's supposed to be private. That's your private time. This is your space, and you can do that. And his pediatrician, she's just like, oh, just let them masturbate. They're boys. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I'm like, oh. And she keeps saying boys are gonna do that anyway. Just let. I don't want to hear it. It's not that I don't understand that. I just don't. It's like that's my baby. I don't want to hear that. Let dad deal with that.
Does dad deal with that?
Doesn't
Does he ever
complain.
complain about it or
He'll
anything?
say the same thing. Oh, just leave him alone. Just
No.
leave him alone. I'm like, I don't even talk to him about it. Whatever.
Della says, "Oh man, I wish I could come." She wants to go
It's
to
in.
Detroit
So make plan on
in
it,
April,
Della.
and
It
then
is in April. Make some
mhm,
plans. Yeah.
I think the first weekend. hmm And then she says, "My mama keeps saying Marlo need to get some poo poo." And then
Marlo needs to be the grown
Kristen.
man.
Then Kristen says, I'm old school autism, but that I mean, I have a 26-year-old, almost 27-year-old. This was before ABA or many of the therapies that are
Who is
available
that?
now. Della says, right, Nita? Kristen Doubleday
Oh,
says this
okay.
from the watch party. And I seen that Jamie says, yes, it was for ABA for the silverware. He just doesn't use it. I worry they won't help him. And that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're
Now,
supposed to be
I'm going
helping
to
him
say
with.
this. I see
Hopefully
some
he
people
does
talking
get the
about high
help.
functioning level one. There are different tests. Some of the
hmm
tests, it depends on what tests they use to evaluate your child, whether they show levels or not. My son has buku tests, and we're getting ready to do another one because the insurance company doesn't want to accept his last evaluation. It has to be a specific test. But the last test he done, he was that they showed the levels. It was I forgot the name of this particular test, but he has to have an AEC now. But this test is not the AEC. I think it was the DS something or the other. But they had the level ones, level two, level three, and my son, he's low functioning, so he was rated on level two and level three. But yeah, depends on what testing, and there are several. I didn't know it was that many different types of evaluations. I don't understand it, but um, they have um, different types of testing. So it just depends. Sometimes they just word it out, and then other times, other tests they'll put the levels on it. Well, come on, Leslie. 8 hours is not that long. It's April. Make a plan. Get on here. Come on, let's do this. The first event.
Where are you? Where are you, Leslie? Alexandra says, "Hello, ladies. My daughter will be 5 next month, and she's still eating vegetables, mush like a baby, and chicken nuggets every day the same. We will start doing OT feeding to start trying fruits. She's gurgling each time that we put something different, sometimes vomit. The people say let her starve, and she will eat anything. What do you think?" I disagree with that because I was told differently from medical staff with my daughter. My daughter is like chicken nuggets, pizza, pepperoni pizza without the sauce because she can't do textures like sauce, French fries, cheese, very few things, maybe chicken breast, very few things, no vegetables, no fruits. And she can watch you eat something, or she'll try her hardest not to watch you eating it, and she will get to the point where she's almost throwing up. She'll gag, and if there is anything, right, like that she was eating recently that she likes, If it's right near, like she was eating it, she probably would throw that up. So we try to watch our foods next to her, so she doesn't get sick. What they said was that they said there's a picky eater and there's a problem eater. A picky eater will eventually, when they get hungry and they get very hungry, they will eat what they do not really wish to eat. A problem eater is a medical reason why they're not eating, whether it's textures or whether they can't, their gag reflex can't hold it, or whatever reason that they're not able to eat that food. They are considered a problem eater. They will literally starve. They will not eat it, even no matter how hungry they are, they will not eat that food. So they have to go through therapies to learn how to get used to or to train themselves to eat certain foods. So it's actually a medical thing. Behavioral therapy, behavioral therapies and speech therapies in the hospitals or in the clinics will help you do feeding therapy. If you talk to your pediatrician, they'll help you as well. But I see you have OT doing it too. So ABA will also help you, and so will speech therapy if you go to speech therapy through your hospital or through your medical center.
Hey, Brandy from
Yeah.
Connecticut, 12-year-old son. Welcome. My son is starting to ask questions, Nita, of his manhood. Yeah, Mark, that, and see, my son can't even ask. It's like, I just have to see it. Yeah, I can imagine though. But you have to answer those questions. Have to talk about the birds and the bees. Oh, you're in Washington. Okay, Washington, Pennsylvania. You did say Pennsylvania. Duh. Okay, Washington.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were both just talking about that too.
Yeah, you can make it
She was
up.
like, "What were they talking
Yeah.
about?"
Yeah, it's going to be a bit. This is not going to be the big one. We're just trying to do, a small setting to get people
Mhm.
to come, and then we're gonna work on a big conference after the small one, because we're gonna work together with a fraternity for this one. But then we'll probably do a big conference and kind of put it in a central location so that everybody can get to it, or somewhere where everybody wants to go. We'll work on that too.
How far is Connecticut from
I don't know.
Michigan?
Connecticut is up there by New York, right? New York is about 12 hours,
Yeah.
so somewhere in that
Oh,
range.
okay.
If you go through Canada, it's if you go through, it's quicker to go through Canada to get to New York. Anaheim anyway, Anaheim, New York. That takes less than 12, but if you go to US way, it's about 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
So Connecticut would probably be up in that range somewhere. Oh, great. I'm glad.
Hey, Veronica.
I'm glad. Did RS get his pillow?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Leslie
No, I
got
would have seen
hers.
it.
Make
Yeah.
sure he takes a
Yeah, I would have seen it.
make sure he takes a
Oh, okay. You
picture.
probably. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think you said
Okay,
Monday, so
okay.
I guess it'll be tomorrow. Yeah.
Charles says, "Oh, you talking to? Oh, you're in Connecticut too, Hampton. Okay.
Kristen says my son ended up seeing a gastroenterologist, I guess, because he couldn't eat despite our best efforts. He needed to have a feeding tube inserted because he
Wow.
was not thriving. Yeah, how old was he? Or how old is he, and how old was he when that happened? Della says, right, need
What
to be
was
like,
it?
bam.
Oh, Della.
Della. Here you go, Miss Nita.
Veronica, hey, I made 2 announcements. I'm trying to get everybody, if you're just coming in. First announcements, I'm gonna put up a post. If you want to be included in the 2020 calendar, I'll have a post up sometime tomorrow. Just like we did for Autism Awareness Month, that type of post, so I can keep track of everything. But all the information will be there. The second announcement is we're working on putting together a small event right here in Detroit, just a local event. I'm just letting everybody know. But I'm looking for those people in the Metro Detroit area, at least 4 or 5 parents who want to share their stories. Also looking for volunteers for those who want to help with this event. It's a community awareness event. So it's not focused on the parents, but it's focused on awareness for the community. So we'll have a speaker. We're going to have 2 speakers, one keynote and one speaker who will talk about autism in general. And we're looking for 4 or 5 parents in the area who don't mind sharing their story for about 5 or 10 minutes. Food and giveaways. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to tell you too, Linda. He's working on seeing about the raffle in the building. So we're gonna do one of those. He's gonna work on
Oh,
what type of license we need for doing
nice.
that. And that kind of thing. So once again, anybody in Detroit or the metropolitan tri-county area, Macomb, uh, Wayne, I can't even think, and Oakland, if you're in those counties, let me know and you don't mind sharing your story. We're starting early so we can have this event together. So we're looking for volunteers who want to help. We're also looking for donations. They don't have to be monetary. If you want to send something to go towards the event, because we need setups, we need all kind of stuff to get it started, tablecloths, whatever. So we're looking for donors also. If you want to send money, that's fine. We have a donation button on the webpage. Absolutely fine. We accept anything right now. Yeah.
Even resources. I was looking around at resources, either for, you can go with whoever you're trying to address, whether it's um, people who are learning about autism because their family is dealing with autism, or the community. So there's places online where you can find out little handouts and things like that to give to the community, to teach them about the autistic community, as far as how to make friends with people with autism, things like that. If you come across any of those resources online, even if you don't get them yourself, send the links to Nita or myself, and we will go about pursuing those resources.
Yes, thank you. Any help you guys can do, because this is our first one. So it's to get donations in. We're collaborating with a fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma. They're going to help with the autism awareness. So it's pretty good. So of course they're a nonprofit too, so it'll be split for split. Whatever donations come in, because they're helping. So it's a 50-50 type thing, but they're working with us. So I'm excited. And then we're going to work on that big conference for all of us.
And just like Nita said too, and if you're close enough to be local but you don't want to speak, or you don't have the monetary legwork, energy is always something that's going to be needed too. So anything you can help with
Anything.
will help, because we're going to have to be putting things together. Yeah. Oh, he was 2 and he weighed just over his birth weight. Today he's 26. He has to be monitored closely because he often chokes despite a lot of OT and speech therapy. He had a feeding tube put in. When he was 2 years old, he was just over his birth weight. So he must have what they for different reasons you can have it dysphagia, where it's problems swallowing, and so you often choke on your food, water, things like that, and it can come from nerves, anxiety, neurological situations, and then muscles right here in your esophagus and reflux. A lot of different reasons can cause it.
Leslie wants to know how many.
So he's still on a feeding tube now, Kristen? What was that?
I was saying Leslie wanted to know how many parents have to sleep with their kid. I just got my little man out the bed with me. Sometimes, every now and then, he comes back, but
Mm-hmm.
and Brandy says her son has night terrors.
Oh, really? Yeah, my son used to my first son used to have those. Oh my goodness, they're bad because they're not fully awake when they have them and they just keep crying. They're like in between like nightmare and being they look awake but they're not.
But,
Kristen says she has a good idea, Nita. She said start an
oh, I already got it.
Amazon wish list where people can go and purchase items on your list and
I
Amazon will
already
send
got
them
that.
directly to you.
It's set up. I just set up the
Okay.
Amazon business. So only thing I haven't been open. I actually set it up. Might have been a couple months ago, but I just haven't been over there to put things together. So, but I'm on it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm on it.
Okay, Mark says, thanks Linda for food advice. My son is the same. He picks and chooses food. He can go on a stage where he wants the same thing, but when we buy it, he forgets he's got or doesn't want it. Yeah, Emily will sometimes go out of the box and pick something else, and then that's what she'll forget that she got. But she will go on the same, she'll always have the same main players for food. Yeah, it's hard because their food is real limited. Monique wants to know if you have the days yet. We're thinking first weekend of
Yeah,
Autism
we're
Awareness Month,
thinking
right?
first weekend. So it'll be like that Saturday.
The 4th and the 5th, I think. Yeah, I think
Now
it's April
here's the
4th and
thing.
5th.
If we get enough people to help out and we see people starting to be interested in it, we're gonna do an event Saturday and another one on Sunday in Lansing, Michigan. So we'll do the first one in the metro area and a second one in Lansing. They'll be back to back. So they'll only be like a couple hours each day. But this is the first one, so we're getting our feet wet. And if you guys missed this one, because it's gonna be a small one, we want you to come, but it's gonna be a small one. So just for the local. But if you can come, come on. If you can help out, come on. If you need a weekend getaway, be perfect for you. Come on. But we're gonna, after this first one we do, we're gonna try to work on a bigger like conference for the parents and caregivers and probably set that up in some centralized location. Get a hotel, a nice hotel somewhere and set up a nice conference. See, so now this is my chance. I'm working on my communication skills to reach out to other areas of the autism world, other organizations, and see if we can get people to come in and speak to our community. So, and like I said, looking for 4 or 5 parents now. Need you for 5-10 minutes. Anybody who wants to share their story at this event in April, let me know.
Kristen says, "You go, lady. You're awesome,"
Oh, thank you.
for the Amazon.
I procrastinate a lot. Sometimes because my intentions are good. I'll say, hey, I'll do something. Because if you guys remember, I'm always talking, blah, blah, blah. But then I'll sit back and I'll be like, but yeah, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. Yep. All right. U of M. East, oh, what did I say, Lansing?
Yeah.
Okay. See, Charles, thank you.
You said,
U of M. Michigan
what did you
State is
mean?
East Lansing. My son was U of M, so Ann Arbor. So we'll have one in Ann Arbor. That's University of Michigan. I'm glad Charles said something because I'm like,
Oh,
East
Lansing is your
Lansing is,
daughter?
yeah, my daughter, and Ann Arbor is my son. That's
Oh, okay.
University of Michigan, and East Lansing is Michigan State. I meant to say, I
Oh,
made a
okay, okay.
mistake because I'm thinking my daughter. I meant to say Ann Arbor, not Lansing. Yeah, I have a house divided. So I go blue, go green.
Uh, Leslie asked me, she said, Miss Linda, is
I
Emily
think
a
he
dad's
already
girl?
answered that.
Yes. And my son is my 23-year-old son is sitting this way over here, and he just chuckled at this question. And also, are you as a mom always the bad guy? With Emily, yeah. I don't know if I'm the bad guy. Today, like she said some things to me. Like it wasn't anything really bad, but I went in her room and I laid in her bed, and she kind of like I put my leg across her and she pushed my leg off, and then she said, "Sorry, mom." But she'll do things to me where she'll hurt and say sorry, but if she did them to dad, she wouldn't say sorry. But it could be that she maybe she looks at me more as I don't know, like more she can't get away with as much, where she can with dad. She can get away with a lot because she's dad's girl. So maybe that's why she is a dad's girl.
Daddy's little girl. And Victoria says you can't get more central than Kansas.
Yeah, yeah, you really can't. That's like gateway to the West. That's literally right in the middle.
Uh,
Sometimes, Kristen says, sometimes I think autistic kids cause us parents to have ADHD. I start one thing, then I see something else I need to do, and I walk away from what I'm doing.
yeah, I do
Yeah,
that
I think
too,
that's
Charles. The truth. Go blue, go green. I have to get a shirt that splits down the middle that says house divided and have U of M on one and Michigan State on the other. I know they have them. I just have to look for them.
really. How old is she's starting no, she's not starting ABA. How old is Grace? Did we already say this?
What are you looking at now? Which one?
Um Leslie. I know we talked before. I can't remember how old. I want to say 9, but that's just off the top of my head. I want to say she's 9.
3. She's 3 and
And then
will be 4.
oh, 3. Wait, oh, I thought this was okay, I thought this was the Leslie, unless this is her, but I don't think it is. The one with the dentist there was a little girl with the dentist. She had to do dental work too. But I do know, because I always wonder, is it Rutan McCartney? She's 3 and she'll be 4. Oh, it won't change, Leslie. I don't I don't think it's gonna change. You probably can see that already. It's probably just gonna stay the same. Emily's been like that since birth, probably, and she's 14 now, and I don't think it's gonna change. But some kids are just like that. Some kids are either or for the parents. For they're
Yeah,
always
because
one or the other,
DeAndre, that's
right?
my baby. He picks me
It's
up, Daddy.
yeah. That's what I was gonna ask if Leslie, if this is your only child.
Mark says, nightmares, we have a thing. Uh-oh, lost it. Oh, we have a thing. Oh, you got it?
We have a thing. Oh, yeah, we take them away before bedtime. Me or mom suck them away and put them in a bin. I even chuck them through the door. Hope it helps. Does it work for him? Does it work for let's say his name is Jamie. I'm sure his name is. I'm thinking because the other Jamie right here, but does it work for him? I was did you see Mark's post? He had the upside down house on the discussions group, and he told his son, he said, I forgot if he said it was pretend, but he said he hoped everybody inside was okay.
Did I notice that one? Was that the burgundy one?
It's on
Yeah,
yeah, it's a burgundy house. It's upside down. It's like at a I think it's a traveling show because somebody said they saw it in a different town. Kristen says Emily sees you as her grounding rod, as her center, and the person that keeps from being chaotic. You are the order. So, yeah, and yeah, I see it too. She's kind of I see that she can see that it's always the she can always predict, like it's always the same, which is consistent, I guess.
Brandy says, I'm a single mom, but live with my mom. My son is very aggressive, especially with his brother and sister. He also tends to bang on windows and doors. Any suggestions? I tried ABA and they were very intrusive in this area. Any other suggestions? He's been hospitalized as well as counseling. Anyone have any suggestions? She's tried therapy. It didn't work out. Is there any other route to take to help her son? What types of things have you tried already, Brandy? How are you working with them? Since the therapy doesn't work, what are you doing to kind of help them? I mean, obviously something's not working, but what have you tried? Charles has a daddy's girl. Yeah, DeAndre, he feels so good too. When it's time to go to his house, he'll say, "No, my house, mommy's house." I'll be like, "Oh."
Yeah, I think both of my girls were like that, and both of my boys were the opposite. Both my boys were mama's boys, and both the girls were daddy's girls.
Brandy says she's tried ABA, care coordinator, schooling, counseling, and that. Anyone? Um, suggestions she looks like she's working with all the resources she has. But any suggestions? And she also does and also, you guys, while I'm here, of course, I'm going to plug this. Um, Trying to get the YouTube page up and going. So make sure you guys join us over there. Is where I'll be putting the Let's Talk Autism sessions that we do over here. The on the main page, they'll be loaded over there and add some more footage. I think I put the right link in. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
Good night, Alexandra.
So make sure you subscribe. Slowly but surely, we're growing our community. Slowly but surely.
What happened to Mark? I was waiting for him to say.
You
I
still
wanted to
here,
know if it
Mark?
worked for Jamie.
I don't know. Did he leave? I don't know.
And I see Leslie says, yeah, she cuddles with me, but when she knows she's in trouble, she runs to dad. Yes, Grace is our only child. She's our gem. I was 33 when I had her, and Donnie just turned 47. I wonder how Leslie knew that Emily was like that. You see Emily back there?
Hey, Emily. Can she hear me? No. Oh, you got that.
No. Emily, they said hi.
Hi.
She said hi. Oh, she said your husband's pictures on his page tell it all.
You see Mark's response?
I oh, it does, Linda. It's routine. It helps us. He's a daddy's boy. We do the fist bumps, but we always say night love. Yeah, and the upside house was cool. Yeah, it was. It was really neat. That's good that it works.
Yeah, she does. Right, Veronica. She, hi. Just so cute. So I'm going to announce one more time, two announcements. First one, for those of you who are interested in getting on our calendar, I will be putting up a post in the group that'll give you the instructions for getting on that calendar. It's for the 2020 Autism and Us calendar, which will go, all proceeds will go to support the community. Also, so look for that post if you want to get your baby's picture on there, and your child must be on the spectrum because it's the autism calendar, and no parents are allowed in the picture. None. Last time we let it slide for Autism Awareness Month. But the calendar, we only want to see the loved ones, no matter if they're adults on the spectrum or children. So Charles, we want to see your beautiful face on our calendar. Also, we're doing an event here locally. Well, we're working on putting an event together here in the local area of Detroit. So I'm looking for parents who are in the metropolitan area who want to speak, give 5-10 minutes, speak about your or give your testimony about your level spectrum. So if you're interested, get in touch with me. If you want to volunteer to help out, get in touch with me. With lots to do. We need people to help stuff the little bags, set up decorations, and all kind of stuff. It's a small event, but we need as much support and help as we can get. So, especially, I need those parents. If you know anyone in the Detroit area, because I don't know how many people come on here that are in the metro area. And even if you just want to come out, you don't want to speak, you just want to come out and be a part and help, then you're welcome. So just let me know. Any more questions? Okay, we're going to start closing out. If there's not any more questions, almost 8:30. We're going to have to, instead of saying an hour, we're just going to have to say an hour and a half from now. So if you have any more questions, throw them out. We're going to close out at, was 8:30 my time. So almost 8:26. So we'll close out at 8:30. I have to get this little boy his shower, put him in the shower, and get him to bed. Talking about telling me no, he's not going to school. Yeah. Yes, Mark, of course. Just follow the instructions. Anybody, wherever you are in the world, everybody is welcome. If you want to be a part of the calendar, then yeah, just follow the instructions. I'm gonna put it up under the announcement section. Maybe sometime tonight. I got to get this child to bed though. If I don't do it tonight, it will be posted tomorrow. I just want everybody to be on the lookout because I know it's quite a few people who are interested. So if we get over the 10 that are interested, we're going to make a way to put everybody on the calendar. So don't worry about if you lose a spot, but I will post it between tonight and tomorrow. And no matter where you are, if you want to be a part, you are so welcome. We want to see those beautiful faces from all over the world. I was late to work this morning because it was raining and I covered my head with a blanket and Eddie freaked out. I'm not allowed to have anything foreign to him on my body. No glasses, hats, jewelry, sometimes too. Jewelry sometimes too. He got so mad and ran around the car in the rain and threw the blanket. Eddie is something else. I know he does too. Sometimes I'm scared. Mama, you supposed to be mama at all times. Nothing is supposed to cover you up.
How did she figure that out? How did you figure that out,
Yolanda.
Victoria? That's like down to like earrings and jewelry and things like that. How did you figure out that was his
Good
problem?
night, Charles. Before
Good
you
night,
guys,
Charles.
oh,
And
before you
Kristen,
guys go off,
you said it's 5:30. Where do you
I was
live?
just telling
What was that?
anybody who, before you log off, make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page. Slowly building. Y'all know I'm a procrastinator, but it's slowly adding stuff.
It must be like in Arizona or something, right,
April, look out for that post between today and tomorrow. no matter how old they are. You're welcome if you want to add them. Add them.
Oh, Tuesday. Yeah,
Who is
Arizona.
that?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
She said it's only 5:30 p.m. here. The weather is still hot, hot, hot. But she's West Coast time, and she said it's hot. So I was thinking she can't be in California. She must be in
y'all
Arizona,
hot. We
and
we
she
done
is.
got cold. You guys, I have my heat on 72 right now. I have the furnace on because my house it
Do
gets warm
you?
a little bit,
Yeah,
but
it's.
then the house gets so cold because it's starting to get cold at
Mhm,
night. And by the time you wake up, you're like this. So
mhm.
I have to knock that chill off. So yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, it's
Uh,
all right here. It's not hot, but it's fire season, so it's hot enough. I mean, it's warm and dry enough and windy enough, but it's not cold by any means yet.
oh, she said she tried to switch her glasses with her friend who are similar, and he noticed and got mad. He was like, "Oh no,
What?
16 in Connecticut. Oh my God, that can't be Fahrenheit, right? We can't have the heat on because my son will freak out."
Oh,
Wow.
good night, Mark and Jamie and Dawn.
DeAndre,
16? 16? They have to mean
Celsius. Isn't that Celsius? No, it can't
wait, or is
be
it Fahrenheit?
16.
Or is it Fahrenheit?
It
Yeah,
can't be
they have to
16.
mean Celsius. No, 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 that's what I'm saying. They have to mean, yeah, they have to mean Celsius because that
That's
can't be
so.
Fahrenheit. Because Fahrenheit
Yeah,
is the
it
higher,
can't be.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
this time of year. DeAndre, I know he didn't go.
We we can't have the heat on because my son will freak out. He loves cold more. That's like DeAndre. DeAndre couldn't handle
The
the heater or
sounds.
the air
Yeah.
conditioner. Remember
He's
the
gotten
sound?
better though. He hasn't, maybe because furnace is a little more quieter. I don't know, maybe that made a difference. Because I just,
Hmm.
I just moved in here last December and I had to get a new furnace in when did
Hmm.
I get them in March? I got a new furnace in
Oh.
March. So he hasn't bothered the thermostat. So maybe it was
Oh.
the because
So maybe it
even at
was
the
too
old
loud,
house,
huh?
that furnace when it started up, it was kind of loud. When we got here, I had to change this because the furnace that I moved in with was going pop, 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 pop. So I had to get a new one.
Oh my goodness.
He's
No
like,
wonder
oh,
why he was turning
oh,
off. Yeah.
yeah, he hasn't mentioned
Um,
it. Right.
like, I don't know what about to happen. He was just trying to save you guys. Um, oh, she said when I wore a puffy dress to my friend's wedding, he had a complete meltdown and went under it
He's like,
and tried taking it off.
Ooh.
Eddie's funny. Um, Kristen said she has an event here in December and it will be 70s or 80s
Wow, that's
in
Arizona.
December. Wow.
Wow, that's
Hmm.
nice. See, I'm looking forward to snow in December.
Wow. Yeah, we don't even have how you said that California is like that, those temperatures, we're not like that. Yeah, we'll actually be we can get down to
Really?
freezing temperatures in we'll definitely be probably in the 40s, but we can get down to
Wow.
freezing temperatures.
Well,
Or maybe high 20s.
I told you
Yeah, high
before, I
20s probably
thought
in December,
California was
January.
always sunshine and hot.
Mm, no, yeah, and the oceans are freezing. At least Northern California is really cold.
Okay.
Southern is just a little bit warmer.
No, it's not, Charles. I don't like, well, I like the snow, but I don't like the snow. I could take the snow if it
It's a
wouldn't
lot
get
of
so
work.
cold and it was just snow. But
I would love the snow. Everything about it except for
yeah,
the work part of it.
yeah, because you definitely have to keep your walkway shoveled. I don't do those. Either my daddy is nice enough to come, or I have a friend that comes and shovel. But I'm not getting up, no, unless I just absolutely, positively have to. Now I will mow the grass and do all, but shoveling snow, too cold for what?
What do you do?
For what?
You just what do you do? If if you don't shovel
You
it and
hire
your dad doesn't
somebody,
shovel it, what happens?
throw somebody $10.
The city does it a certain amount of the city does it a certain amount of times
They're
though,
not
right?
gonna come on your prop. Come on,
Supposedly.
Detroit, come on your property.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh
Oh
you mean
no, I'm
on
not
the
talking about the
property.
streets. I'm talking about on my property.
Oh,
I was about to say they come
but why
out
don't
and
you just park
shovel
on the street?
shoes, huh?
Why
Don't
don't you
matter
just
where
park
you
on the
park at.
street?
I still gotta shovel the walkway. I gotta get down the steps. I gotta walk on the sidewalk. Other people have to walk down the sidewalk, and y'all
First
know,
person to go out better shovel.
shovel my snow. Well,
For real, first person
now I can
out.
park in the garage. Still you can park in the garage, but you still have to shovel or snow
Mhm.
blow, especially if the snow gets hot. You got to get rid of it. And the other thing I hate is like
Mhm.
when we have, going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning on a highway and it just snowed, fresh snow. Ooh, I can't stand driving in the snow. No, I don't like doing
Oh
it
my
unless
goodness.
I have to. Yeah. So we're gonna close out because I hear that boy jumping. I need to get him in the bed so he can get ready for school
Okay.
tomorrow because he's going to
That's what I gotta do
school.
with Emily.
No,
Surprised he
right.
didn't come up yelling, telling you no.
DeAndre, I'm gonna try to taunt him. DeAndre, come here. Come here for a minute. You going to school? No. Why not?
Bye. See you later.
You
Love
going to
you.
school? No. Yes, you are. Because you love school.
DeAndre,
No.
you're not going to school?
Talking about some, yeah.
Why do they always do that? Why do they always get it in their mind they ain't going to school? Emily, you going to school tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
School tomorrow? Yeah, she said school tomorrow. School
Well,
tomorrow,
see,
Emily?
she's excited about
Okay.
school.
They took her golfing on Friday. Oh yeah, she will not
All
miss. She hasn't
right.
missed a day yet. She will not
What
miss
are
a
you
day.
doing? Hey, get your
Yeah.
washcloth. Get your washcloth. Time for shower. Shower time. Okay, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Look out for that post between tonight and tomorrow sometime for the pictures. It'll have details on what we need. Um, and also, don't forget about the event. If you can help out in any way, I'll have more information about that coming up. But we are definitely looking for 4 or 5 parents who don't mind getting up, sharing a piece of their story, their life, for 5 or 10 minutes for Autism Awareness Month. More information to come. And what else did you ask them for? Resources, right? If you find some resources that we can use
Yep.
for the event, let us know, right? Yeah, the informational
Yep.
type stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like handouts and things like that.
Thank
Yep.
you,
Okay, see you
everybody.
guys later. Bye.